Good evening, this is JCN English News Edition and you're watching with me, Nihoy Kim Kongsai. First, the headlines. Kuki MP Manipur accused government of escalating conflict with lethal weaponry. Saitu MLA Haukalet Kipgen visited relief camps, assures swift action for internally displaced persons. Arvind Kejriwal to resign in 48 hours. BJP asks, why not today? Donald Trump survived second assassination attempt in Florida. Republican president nominee says he is safe and well. News in detail. The Kuki MP Manipur KIM, the apex body of the Kukis, has raised serious concerns over the Manipur government's recent acquisitions of advanced weaponry, specifically the 7.62 mm MMG MK2-1. These heavy-duty weapons, typically reserved for high-intensity conflicts between nations, have been deployed at the Manipur Police Training College in Bangay. The KIM alleged that the state government is training Manipur police personnel on the use of these sophisticated weapons, a move they deem disproportionate and exacerbating the already volatile ethnic conflict in the state. The KIM expressed deep concern about the potential use of such lethal weaponry against the Kuki community, who have been disproportionately affected by violence since the conflict erupted in May 2023. The KIM highlighted that the Manipur government has already purchased various military equipment, including bulletproof vehicles and mine-protected vehicles, which have been used against the Kuki community. The introductions of the 7.62 mm MMG MK2-1, a weapon rarely used in counterinsurgency operations, further escalates the situations and raises questions about the government's intention. The organization urged the central government to intervene and reconsider the deployment of such advanced weaponry in an internal conflict. The KIM fears that the introductions of the 7.62 mm MMG MK2-1 into the conflict will have these dire consequences for the Kuki people, who are already suffering from coordinated attacks by radical militias and the state police. In a compassionate gesture, Saitu MLA Haukalet Kipgen visited a prefabricated relief camp at Paisang village in his Saitu Assembly constituency today to personally assess the current situations of internally displaced persons, IDPs. During the visit, Kipgen took stock of the challenges and grievances faced by those displaced by recent unrest, ensuring their voices were heard. MLA Kipgen also expressed his gratitude to the district administrations for arranging a large structure that accommodates hundreds of IDP families. He praised the administration's dedication to addressing the needs of those affected by the conflict. Interacting closely with the camp residents, Kipgen spent time listening to their stories of hardship, noting their concerns and immediate needs. He expressed deep sympathy for their plight and lauded their resilience in these trying times. In a reassuring move, the MLA informed the IDPs of ongoing efforts to establish semi-permanent residences, a project he has been working on for the past few months. Kipgen promised that many displaced families will be able to move into more stable living conditions by the end of this year. The government of India is committed to providing semi-paka or semi-permanent residences for IDPs who wish to construct their own homes, he said, highlighting one of the key issues he has been pursuing for several months. Kipgen further explained that the government of India has allocated 10 lakhs for the constructions of its semi-permanent house, contingent on the submission of required documents and the fulfillment of formalities by the IDPs. In sharing updates about his constituency, the MLA stated, "In my constituency alone, around 21 houses are expected to be sanctioned shortly, with the government of India providing 10 lakhs for each." When asked about the timeline for the displaced families to return to their homes, the MLA emphasizes that returning is not yet feasible. We cannot simply go back. We need to ensure that our concerns are fully addressed first. Until then, it will be difficult for people to return, he remarked. Kipgen reassured the IDPs that while permanent settlements may take time, semi-permanent housing will be provided as an interim solution. I want to assure those in relief camps that, although a permanent solution is still in progress, a semi-permanent settlement will be made available by the government of India. I hope this will be completed within the year for those who apply and provide the necessary documents. During his visit, Kipgen also offered a heartfelt message of hope, encouraging the displaced individuals to remain strong and united. You are not alone in this struggle, he said, urging them to maintain faith in the ongoing efforts of the government of India.
Government of India, that is the Ministry of Home, has provided us relief, as well as now semi-paka or people who want to construct their own house. For that also, once if they provided all the documents and formalities, so one house, for construction of a house, a family, Government of India is providing 10 lakhs. This is what I have been pursuing last many months, and hopefully now, particularly in my constituency, almost about 21 houses are going to be sanctioned shortly. That is per house they are giving 10 lakhs. Just simply we cannot go back, but when we go back, we have to go back with what our issue has been settled. Until then, I think it will be difficult for the people who are here, or not only here. There are few places in other village also, like in Saitu area. In some village, there are few people are there, families are there, who wants to always wants to know what is the outcome, when we will be able to go back, or when we will be settled permanently. Now, not permanently, but it is a semi-permanent. We are going to do that. Definitely, I hope it will be done within this year. Whosoever apply and whosoever has a good document which is required by the government.
The MLA's visit was met with appreciation from the camp residents, who expressed their gratitude for his unwavering support and dedication to their welfare. On September 11, 2023, the Grooming Future Doctors, Boys to Gentlemen and Girls to Ladies program was held at Charijampur Medical College, Lamka. The event was organized by the parents of displaced Kuki-Zo medical students, BAMS. Dr. Vumkune, Secretary of BAMS, delivered the keynote address, emphasizing the importance of discipline, hard work, and dedication to become a successful doctor. He encouraged the students to take their studies seriously and to strive for excellence. The program included a grooming sessions by Dr. Chinkolal Thangsing, founder and director of the OHF and ACCAD, who shared his real-life experiences and encounters as a doctor. Other speakers included Lalboy Naisial, a personality development trainer, and Nyang Lamching Vivian-Jo, a youth trainer in mental health and psychological first aid. The program aimed to inspire and motivate the medical students to become good doctors and to develop their personalities, attitudes, and leadership qualities. BAMS members include Chairman Siamzadin Valde, Vice Chairman Dr. Kim Simti, Secretary Dr. Vumkune Haukip, Information Secretary Neko Ho Haukip, Treasurer Ngailun Kipgant, and members Pao Khan Liat, Dr. Ginyang, and Dr. Zhang Kulun Tautang, and Dr. S. Dimyel. Advisors include Professional Dr. Elfimati, Dr. Chinkolal Thangsing, and Dr. P. Hagin Lungdim. BAMS has been working to address the issues faced by Kuki-Zo medical students, including displacement, exam fees, and internship training. They have also been advocating for the recognitions of CMC Lamka as a university and for the admissions of Kuki-Zo NEET qualified students to RIMS, JNIMS, and SAHS. Repair work begins on National Highway 2 between Yaikongpao and Daili in Kangpokpi district. Today, repair work started on National Highway 2 between Yaikongpao and Daili in Kangpokpi district, which had been damaged due to landslides. The work began under the supervision of Mahesh Chaudhary, DC Kangpokpi, and the district police, in collaboration with NHIDCL. During the repair work, JCB and tipper vehicles will be used to clear the debris. The road had been blocked due to landslides causing inconvenience to commuters. The repair work is being carried out under the security surveillance of Kangpokpi Police SP. The work is expected to be completed by 7 p.m. today. Kuki Students Organization, Churchampur, facilitates transportations for SSC CGL exam candidates. The Kuki Students Organization, KSO Churchampur, today arranged transportations for SSC CGL exam 2024 candidates traveling from Churchampur to Aizawl for the second best exam scheduled on September 17 to 18. Reverend Tangsin could flex off the convoy, which includes 1 bus, 5 wingers, and 1 Tata Sumo, accommodating 105 candidates. This is the second batch. The first batch of 122 candidates was sent off with 13 vehicles. The third batch of 50 candidates will depart on September 17, followed by 4th and 5th batches, 101 candidates, 9 vehicles, on September 21st, and the 6th and 7th batches, 84 candidates, on September 23. KSO Churchampur has taken initiative to support candidates appearing for the exam, providing financial assistance and logistics. For contributions, KSO Churchampur's GPay number is 8787-477708 and SBI account number 37245-132480. With regard to the recent arrest of LS Joseph Jongloy in Guwahati, the United Kuki National Army clarifies that the arrested person has no connections in any manner with the organization. In connection with this, the UKNA issued a press release stating that it has come to organization's attention that an individual named LS Joseph Jongloy, 34, from Churchampur, Manipur, was apprehended in Guwahati on 30 September 2024. He was reportedly claimed to be the self-styled finance secretary of our organization. The UKNA categorically stated LS Joseph Jongloy is not a member of the UKNA and has no affiliations or connections with the organization. The organization disassociates itself from any illicit activities or claims made by him. The organizations also request the public, media, and authorities to take note of these clarifications and refrain from associating our organization with individuals or actions that contradict our values and principles, aided the release. A powerful bomb exploded at the residence of Minister for Veterinary and Animal Husbandry and Transport Kasim Bashum at Hamlaikong, Ukhrul, Saturday night. Fortunately, the MPF minister was not present when the bomb exploded. Local governing officers moved fast. As this paper goes to press, police officers are arriving at the scene to evaluate the incident. Currently, an investigation into the explosion's circumstances is ongoing. So far, there have been no reported casualties and no information on the suspects nor the motive for the attack is known. This latest attack added to the already growing tensions of Manipur. The state has been facing unrest for months now. This incident has made the public even more anxious and frustrated. The Joint Action Committee (JAC) declared a general 24-hour strike on Saturday midnight following the tragic incident in Kakwa, Narem Lekai. The strike is in protest of the death of the unborn baby who died after experiencing serious health complications caused by tear gas fired near the home of a pregnant woman, Sanjita Devi. On September 11, Sanjita Devi, 9 months pregnant, was subjected to critically high blood pressure after a tear gas canister exploded only 10 feet from her home. She was rushed to Regional Institute of Medical Sciences within minutes, but doctors could not save her unborn child. Sanjita is still in the ICU and continues to be in critical condition. Loss of unborn child has led to widespread protests across the state. People blocked major roads including the Indo-Myanmar Highway. Violent clashes have flared between protesters and the security forces. The crowd is pelting stones at the police as security forces use tear gas on the protesters. The government has mobilized more security forces and areas have been curfewed in an attempt to restore stability. The protest started amidst calm for 2 days in Imphal, already gripped for months with unrest. Manipur government on September 16 lifted the ban on mobile internet after reviewing the law and order situations in the state. As per the government order, the state government has reviewed the prevailing law and order situations in the state and decided to lift any form of temporary internet suspension in the state of Manipur, which was in good faith imposed as preventive measure in public interest. As per an order by the Home Department of Manipur government, whereas the state government video orders number A36074-2022 HDHDPT dated 10/9/2024 suspended internet and mobile data services including leased lines, VSATS, broadband and VPN services in the territorial jurisdictions of Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Bisnupur and Kaching districts of Manipur for 5 days with effect from 3 p.m. of 10/9/2024, which was extended till 3 p.m. of 20/9/2024. Video orders of event number dated 15/9/2024. Whereas the state government reviews the suspension of internet services and conditionally lifted suspensions of internet services through broadband, ILL, and FTTH. Video orders number H1701-181-2023. HDHD Part 1 dated 12/9/2024, whereas the state government has reviewed the prevailing order situations in the state and decided to lift any form of temporary internet suspensions in the state of Manipur, which was in good faith imposed as preventive measures in public interest. Therefore, under the power conferred as per Rule 2 of temporary suspensions of telecom services, public emergency or public safety, Rules 2017, the Governor of Manipur is placed to order revocations of any extant orders for temporary suspensions of internet and mobile data services, including leased lines, VSATS, broadband and VPN services, in the territorial jurisdictions of the state with immediate effect. All mobile service providers are hereby directed to ensure compliance of this order and resume to normal functioning to provide internet services to the general public as usual, stated the order further. It needs mention here, the Chief Minister of Manipur, M. Biren Singh, through a post on X stated, the internet ban in the state will be lifted and services will be lifted and services will be restored. I ask everyone to use the internet responsibly and refrain from sharing or posting any unnecessary or inflammatory content that may disrupt the peace and harmony in the state. The Assam Rifles has issued a rebuttal to allegations made by the NSC and IM published in an article on September 13 by the Ukhrul Times titled NSC and IM hails divine interventions and tactical success amidst intensified clashes with KNAB and allies. The paramilitary force has strongly rejected the claims as baseless and misleading, asserting that the accusations are aimed at damaging the reputations of security forces. The NSC and IM has alleged that Assam Rifles personnel had collaborated with the Kuki National Army, Burma KNAB, in an ambush against NSC and IM cadres on September 3, 2024, resulting in the deaths of 4 Assam Rifles personnel. The Assam Rifles has categorically denied any involvement with KNAB or any other insurgent group, calling such allegations unfounded. In a strong rebuttal issued on Sunday by the Assam Rifles, it said that the Assam Rifles in India, The Assam Rifles is India's oldest paramilitary force, has a long-standing mandate to protect India's northeastern borders and operate within the constitutional framework. Any insinuations of collaborations with KNAB is absolutely baseless and aims to malign the security forces. The Assam Rifles also urges media outlets to be cautious and verify facts before publishing such sensitive claims, warning that unfounded allegations could potentially disrupt law and order in the region. One nation, one elections will become a reality during the current tenure of BJP-led NDA government at the center, PTI reported on Sunday citing sources. The report comes ahead of the first 100 days in the third consecutive term of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was sworn in on June 9, 5 days after the declarations of Lok Sabha elections result. The Prime Minister had repeatedly asserted during his campaign that in his third term there would be some major decisions. Definitely, it will be implemented in this tenure itself. The government is confident that the reform measures would receive support across party lines and that the cohesion within the ruling alliance would continue throughout the term, the sources said. The BJP had a single-party majority in the NDA's first two stints from 2014 to 2024. However, the former won 240 seats this time, falling short of individual majority in the 543 member of Lok Sabha, but formed the government with the support of its allies in the NDA. Meanwhile, the Saffron Party speech for ONOE was led by the Prime Minister himself, and simultaneously polls were promised by it in its manifesto for general elections. On August 15th, in his 11th consecutive Independence Day speech, PM Modi urged political parties to have realized the ONOE goal. He also called frequent polls of a hurdle to India's progress. In March, a panel headed by former President Ram Nath Kovind submitted its report on ONOE to his successor, President Murmu. The committee strongly backed holding Lok Sabha and Assembly polls simultaneously. Two days after he was granted bail and walked out of prison after 6 months, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced his shock resignation from the top post at a party meeting this afternoon. "2 days later, I will resign as Chief Minister. I will not sit on the chair till the people announce their verdict. Elections in Delhi are months away. I got justice from the legal court. Now I will get justice from the people's court. I will visit on the Chief Minister's chair only after the order of the people," he said. "I want to ask the people of Delhi, is Kejriwal innocent or guilty? If I have work, vote for me," he said, adding that a meeting of AAP MLAs will be held within the next 2 days to choose the new Chief Minister for the national capital. The AAM ADMI party, AAP, leader said a member of the party will be named Chief Minister after his resignation. He said he would go among the people and ask for their support. Kejriwal also demanded that the elections in the national capital, scheduled for February, be held in November, along with the polls in Maharashtra. In his address to AAP workers, Kejriwal launched an all-out attack against the Narendra Modi government and said it was more dictatorial than the British. He said he did not resign as Chief Minister despite being arrested because he wanted to save democracy. They have registered cases against Karnataka Chief Minister, Kerala Chief Minister, Bengal Chief Minister. "I want to appeal to non-BJP. Do not resign if they register cases against you. This is their new game," he said. Kejriwal said he had also spoken to former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia about the issue. Sisodia too was recently granted bail in connection with corruption allegations surrounding Delhi's now-scrapped liquor policy. "I spoke to Manish. He too has said that he will handle the post only after the people said we are honest. My and Sisodia's fate are in your hands now," he said. According to sources in the AAP, Kejriwal had a meeting with top party leaders yesterday and told them that he had decided to announce his resignation. At another meeting at Sisoda's residence, AAP leaders talked out the strategy behind this move. Responding to the shocking development, BJP Harris Khurana questioned why the AAP leader is creating a drama. Why after 48 hours he should resign today? In the past too, he has done this. People of Delhi are asking, he can't go to the secretariat, can't sign documents. What is the point then? Asked if the BJP was ready for Ali polls, Khurana replied, "We are ready, whether it is today or tomorrow. We will return to power in Delhi after 25 years. A physical test for the excise constable recruitment drive claimed one more life on Saturday, making the total number of deaths in the recruitment drive up to 13 in Jharkhand. The deceased has been identified as Muramullah Suraya alias Bala, a resident of Jamshedpur who had collapsed while taking the test in Ranchi on Thursday and was admitted to Rajendra Institute of Medical Sciences. He participated in the race on Thursday, and according to his running mates, he completed the race in 52 minutes and fainted on the field. He was examined on the ground and was referred to RIMS, where he died during treatment on Saturday morning. Brain stroke is believed to be the cause of death and is yet to be confirmed. Bala, who was in his early 20s, was the eldest of 3 sons and would help the family by doing petty jobs for running the family. The excise constable recruitment drive, which was halted on the instructions of Chief Minister Hemant Soren after the unfortunate death of 12 candidates at 7 centers all over the state, was resumed from September 10 with changed rules. The drive at Palamu, which claimed a maximum of 4 lives, had been relocated and candidates were distributed among other 6 centers. Though Jharkhand police had claimed to have taken extra precautions about the health conditions of the candidates at each of the centers, they failed to check candidates falling ill while running, as many of them fainted while running. Leader of opposition in Jharkhand Assembly, Amar Baru, has reiterated his demand once again, saying that the family of the deceased should be given an amount of Rs 50 lakh and the government should give a government job to one person of the family. As the death toll reached 12, BJP has demanded Rs 50 lakh compensations and a job for the near rescue to the family members of those who died during the excise constable recruitment drive in Jharkhand. Assam Chief Minister and co-elections in charge of Jharkhand, Himant Biswa Sarma, also announced that BJP will give a compensation of Rs 1 lakh to the family members of each of the deceased candidates on their own by visiting them personally. On Sunday, India extended humanitarian aid to Myanmar, Vietnam, and Laos through Operation Sadbhav in response to devastating typhoon that struck the region. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that 10 tons of aid, including dry rations, clothing, and medicines, were dispatched to Myanmar aboard the Indian Navy ship INS Satpura. In addition, a C-130J aircraft of the Indian Air Force is transporting 35 tons of relief supplies to Vietnam and 10 tons to Laos. In a post on X, formerly Twitter, Jaishankar said, India launches Operation Sadbhav, demonstrating our solidarity with the people affected by Typhoon Yagi. India is dispatching aid to Myanmar, Vietnam, and Laos. He further said 10 tons of aid, including dry rations, clothing, and medicines, left for Myanmar on board. The Indian Navy has swiftly mobilized to provide humanitarian assistance and disaster relief in response to several severe flash floods in Myanmar. The Eastern Naval Command, along with the Eastern Fleet and supporting units, has quickly loaded relief materials, including drinking water, food, and medicines, onto an Indian naval vessel. The ship is set to sail from Visakhapatnam to Yangon. Navy spokesperson Commander Vivek Madhwal said, this rapid mobilization comes despite the short notice, showcasing the Navy's ability to swiftly respond to humanitarian crises in the region. The floods caused by Typhoon Yagi has impacted Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam. Typhoon Yagi, the strongest storm to hit Asia this year, struck over a week ago, leading to over 220 deaths in Vietnam and over 70 in Myanmar. Myanmar's military government reported that the death toll has risen to 74, with over 89 people still missing. The typhoon has displaced nearly 240,000 people, adding to 3.4 million already displaced due to ongoing civil conflict. Typhoon Yagi, one of the most powerful typhoons to strike Southeast Asia in decades, hit the Philippines with wind speeds reaching 149 km per hour, 92 mph, although the typhoon weakened by Sunday. Heavy rains persisted, and rivers remained at perilously high levels. Two months after being shot at an elections rally, former U.S. President Donald Trump survived a second assassination attempt while he was playing golf in Florida on Sunday. Following the shooting incident, the Republican U.S. presidential candidate said that he is absolutely safe and well. In a fundraising email, Trump wrote, "There were gunshots in my vicinity. But before rumors start spiraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first. I am safe and well." Following the suspected attack on the Republican U.S. presidential nominee, the FBI confirmed that Donald Trump was the target of what appears to be an attempted assassination at his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida on Sunday. U.S. Secret Service agents stationed a few holes up from where Donald Trump was playing noticed that the muzzle of AK-47 style rifle and fired at the gunman. Within seconds, the suspected shooter fled the crime spot in a black SUV, leaving behind his AK-47 rifle, a GoPro camera, and two backpacks, Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw told AP. Later, the man was stopped by law enforcement in a neighboring county. He had a calm and flat demeanor and showed no emotion when he was stopped and didn't question why he was pulled over. He never asked what is this about, obviously. Law enforcement with long rifles, blue lights, a lot going on. He never questioned it, Sanders said. After Donald Trump's second assassination bid, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris expressed her relief that Trump was safe after the incident and maintained that there is no place for violence in America. "I have been briefed on reports of gunshots fired near former President Trump and his property in Florida, and I'm glad he is safe. Violence has no place in America," the Democratic presidential wrote on her X account. The White House released a statement after Donald Trump's second assassination bid, saying that President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris has been briefed on the situations and were both relieved to know that he is safe. A surface-to-surface missile fired at central Israel from Yemen hit an unpopulated area, causing no injuries, Israel's military said on Sunday. Moments earlier, air raid sirens had sounded in Tel Aviv and across central Israel, sending residents running for shelter. Following the sirens that sounded a short while ago in central Israel, a surface-to-surface missile was identified crossing into central Israel from the east and fell in an open area. No injuries were reported, the military said. Loud bombs were also heard in the region, which the military said came from missile interceptors that had been launched. It added that its protective guidelines to Israel's residents were unchanged. In July, Iran-aligned Houthis in Yemen fired a long-range drone at Tel Aviv, killing one man and wounding four others. The attack prompted Israel to carry out a major airstrike on Houthi military targets near Yemen's Hodeidah port, killing at least 3 people and wounding 87. One person has drowned in Poland, 2 people have died due to floods in Romania, and an Australian fireman has died responding to the floods, as Storm Boris lasted Central and Eastern Europe with torrential rains. Sunday's death bring the overall toll from the storm to 8, with thousands evacuated across the continent, hit by days of downpour and river bursting their banks. Since Thursday, swathes of Austria, the Guest Republic, Hungary, Romania, and Slovakia has been hit by high winds and unusually heavy rainfall. More rain and strong winds are forecast until at least Monday. The rains have flooded streets and submerged entire neighborhoods in some places, while shutting down public transport and electricity in others. Some areas of Austria's Tyrol region were also blanketed by up to a meter 3 feet of snow and exceptional situations for mid-September, which saw temperatures of up to 30 degrees Celsius, 86 Fahrenheit last week. In Romania, 2 people were confirmed dead on Sunday, after 4 people were reportedly killed on Saturday. Officials said more than 5,000 households and 15,000 people were affected. The water came into the house. It destroyed the walls, everything. Sofia Basalic, 60, a resident of Romania village of Pecia in the hard-hit region of Galati, told AFP news agency. It took the chickens, the rabbits, everything. It took the oven, the washing machine, the refrigerator. I have nothing left, she said. Romania's President Klaus Iohannis on Sunday said the region is once again facing the effects of climate change, which are increasingly present on the European continent, with dramatic consequences. Police Prime Minister Donald Tusk told reporters on Sunday that the situation is very dramatic. Tusk confirmed the first death by drowning in the Glasgow region near the Polish-Dutch border in the southwest of the country, which has been hit hardest by the floods. Around 1,600 people have been evacuated in Glasgow, and police authorities have called in the army to support firefighters. That's all from us tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.